Let's see, I've got a ruler, I've got notebooks, I've got highlighters, I've got pens. I even have that expensive behind calculator that I need for math class. But the bottom line question is, am I really ready to succeed at school? So that's the topic that I'm going to be discussing today is how you can actually succeed in school. And it doesn't have anything to do with the fresh gear that you have on. It doesn't have anything to do with the cute little backpacks or the new little designer bags that you have. It doesn't have anything to do with the outset. It has everything to do with in here, the mindset. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be addressing today. I'm going to be talking about 2 points: being motivated to go to school and being organized for school. So the first thing is being motivated. First of all, I want you to take a look from this viewpoint. Now, me, I am a student, I'm a high school graduate, college grad school grad, but I'm also an educator. So I'm going to be coming at both angles, okay? So going to school and being successful at school, again, is all about your mindset. So some of us have already started school, and some of us, the inevitable is about to happen. We're about to walk through those halls. We're about to see the same people that we saw last year, the teachers that we have, or some of the teachers as students that may dread that we're going to be in that class, okay? But your viewpoint and your mindset can actually help you with your attitude and your viewpoint of how you look at school. So the first thing I wanted to tell you is never ever look at school as the here and now. Most students, from an educator's point of view, and as an adult, never ever look at school as the here and now. Look at it as far as this gateway for your future. What are the practical lessons that I'm learning right now that is going to help me for the future? And you may say to me, hey, what I don't love science, I hate math, I don't plan on majoring in anything that has to deal with science and math or English. I can't stand that, and history is boring. Okay, but think about it this way. Think about when you're an adult. Some of us plan on having children, and sometimes we don't necessarily plan on having children. Parenthood just happens. What's going to happen when your future son or daughter comes home and says, Mommy, Daddy, can you help me please with my math? Those basic math principles, that long division and multiplication and that Pythagorean theorem that you didn't really want to learn in school. Now your children are coming to you and wanting to know, can you help me with this? Because you are their hero or heroine and they want mommy and daddy to help them. So take a look at it this way. And it doesn't matter what occupation that you're going to be in. You need good verbal and written skills. You need to know how to do basic mathematics to make sure people are not cheating you in the grocery store, at the bank, or just in life in general. Okay? So, and science, of course, we need to know that. I wasn't a big science fan, but I've realized, hey, later on in life, some of those basic science principles are beneficial to know. Okay, so look at it not just for the here and now, but look at it in the long term for your future goals and where it is going to take you in your future life. The other part of it, too, is, of course, after the summer break, we may not have had the chance or opportunity to see some of our friends, and we are so happy to see them and embrace them and be like, hey, what you been up to? But remember this, the bottom line is, even if you've had positive or negative interactions with some of the people that you socialize with, there's a couple of things that I want you to remember. First of all, this is from the educator's point of view. You have one chance at your academics, but you have the rest of your life for social activities and social interaction. What I mean by this is, especially for those who have negative interactions and you're dreading about going back to school and dealing with some of the people who may taunt you because they don't like your hair, they don't like your skin tone, you don't wear the latest clothes, you don't gossip or get into other business like other people do, and you are not addicted to chaos. That's what happens. Okay. And as some adults, guess what? It happens in the real life, in the real world too. But Helping you to know how to interact with different people from different walks of life helps you to be stronger. It helps you to become a more well-rounded individual. It helps you to see what type of people that you want to allow in your life or get close to you. And some of those people are just merely associates where you just say, hey, how you doing? And you keep it moving. But realistically, your social activities is not what's really going to make or break you. So you need to have that balance between academics and your social life, okay? And again, realize that some of those people who are not so nice to you and have a negative effect on you, they're not going to be in your life always. This is short term. This is not how your future is going to turn out. And never ever let anyone dictate to you how your day is going to go. Okay? I hear this all the time. Well, this teacher don't like me, and this teacher just said this to me, or this student, we don't get along, we don't see eye to eye. This student, this girl, or this guy over here, they talking about me. Guess what? You're letting other people ruin and dictate your day. You are in control of your day and how it goes. So again, get that mindset straight. Get motivated. And sometimes people, you can shut them down real quick if you have the right response to say. So if you know there are people who are taunting you, bullying you, then it's great to go ahead and jot down some ideas. And you may say, that sounds crazy. Jot down responses and ideas of what to say. I'm telling you, when you practice those responses and you shut people down real quick, then they know, either way, they know not to mess with you. I'm not saying you got to go out and start cursing at other people, but I'm just saying there are certain ways and responses on how to handle certain situations in life and in school where people will automatically know, okay, she beats to her own drum. She does her own thing. Leave her alone. She's all right. Okay. Stand your ground. Stand for the principles that how you were trained from your parents, godparents, grandparents, or whoever raised you. Stand your ground and stand up for what you believe in and stand for your principles. Don't ever back down from what you believe in. And don't make other people make you feel bad for what you believe in. People actually love it when you stand up for yourself. Believe it or not. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about, besides getting your mindset and being motivated for school, is organization. That is so key. Now, I'm going to hit this from the educator's point of view. We love it. We absolutely love it when you come to school prepared and you've got pens and paper and all that great stuff. And then there are some instances where some students just don't have it. They don't have it. Their parents can't afford to take them school shopping. So as educators, I'm making this plea to you, as just like I've done in my classroom before, make sure that you have some paper stashed away, even some little golf miniature pencils or something like that, so that way students can succeed in the classroom. But students, if your parents did take you school shopping to get the tools and resources and supplies that you need, bring it to class. There's no reason for that. Make sure every night as you are packing your backpack, make sure that you have all the necessary supplies that you need. Do not just bring one pen to school. I hear this all the time. I lost my pen. I lost my pencil. Make sure that you have a backup for your backup for your backup. Okay? Make sure that you have multiple writing utensils. Make sure you have all your notebooks, your pens, and pencils. Most importantly, make sure that you keep your notebooks organized. Classic example, you have those big subject notebooks, those 5 subject notebooks, and you think, hey, 5 subject notebook, I can cram in 5 subjects, 5 different subjects into one notebook. That doesn't always work, okay? The reason being is because when it's time to check that homework or it's time for you to get that homework out, a lot of times students are flipping through because they put it in the wrong subject section of a notebook. Like, well, I had it in here last night. I did my homework, but now I can't seem to find it. And you know what I used to do as a teacher? I used to say, well, you know what? I'm going to head on over here to Johnny and Sally who's got their homework. So make sure that if you're going to use a notebook, make sure that that notebook is specifically for that class. Or if you have a binder, make sure that binder is for that class. Okay? Keep your notes in a note section. Keep test quizzes in different sections if you are going to use those different subject notebooks. Okay? Just stay organized. Another key thing is, that little notebook looking thing that they give you probably has the mascot on it with the school name and everything, and it's called an agenda. Make sure that you have that handy. Now I know you got cell phones. I know that. But what happens if the cell phone drops? The screen cracks. It doesn't work anymore. Or what happens usually every year? Somebody in their thieving hands stole your phone. Guess what? Again, you need that backup. So make sure you take that agenda. It's not just some free token gift that they give you at the beginning of the year. Make sure you use that agenda to write down any important dates, like when report cards are coming out or when the quarter ends, to make sure that you have all that makeup work that you had missing so you can turn it in on time. Okay? Also, make sure that sometimes you got to have that other backup for your backup. So, what I mean by this, even as an adult, I have an agenda for my job and I have an agenda for home. I write the same things in both. And you may say, oh, that's just too much. That's just too much work. Well, honey, I'm going to tell you something. If I lose one of these, I still got this, boo. Again, have a backup for your backup. And it helps you plan out your day. You already have in your mind what it is that you got to do for the day. You already know what projects are coming up in the week. And don't wait till the last minute and don't procrastinate. Now, some of us, we're really good about waiting till the last minute to get stuff done because, hey, that energy is flowing and we're doing things. But for those of us who know procrastination does not work, why do it? Why add the extra stress? So write stuff down, keep it organized so that way you have it in hand. Another thing is too, is important, and I really want to address this specifically, is that if you are being taunted or bullied by people in school, make sure that you have open communication with your parents or your guardians. Make sure you have open communication with your teachers, with your school counselors, and administrators. Make sure that they understand and know what is going on. The more people that know, the more people who have your back. You may think us as adults that we don't have your back or we don't have your best interests at heart, but if you don't talk to us and let us know what's going on, how can we really help you? Okay? So again, get your mindset right, get motivated. Yes, look at this education that you are required to go to 5 days a week as a way, as a means to an end that's going to help you in your future life. It does not matter whether you plan on being an electrician, a plumber, a landscape architect, a nurse. It doesn't matter what it is that you're going to be in life. Written and verbal communication is very important. Everything can't be sent through a text with a SMH or a LOL. Learn how to go ahead, show up, shake hands, and communicate with people. Good verbal communication. That's what school is teaching you. How to communicate with adults, your peers, for the rest of your life, and help you with that basic tools and practical tips and strategies of education that you're going to need to share and pass on to your future generations. Well, that's it. If you have any other questions or comments or any other tips and strategies that you want to share, make sure you comment below so that way we can all get the right mindset as educator or as a student heading back to school for this school year. Take care. Signing off. Bye-bye.